Guess what? I like photographing the moon, but have you photographed the moon with a 20-year-old camera? Well, I'm going to find exactly that out, how I did it, and what the end result really is. I'm Photonic Luminescence, and let's get started and take some pictures. Yes, you hear it right. This camera is 20 years old, and this is going to be really an interesting experiment. But what actually made me even confident to start this little experiment? Well, obviously it's easy, so I did it. But the thing about this is that apparently this camera has 10 times digital zoom. But hold on, most phones have this already, so why would this be unique to this camera? Well, actually it is 5 times optical zoom and 2 times digital zoom, meaning that first of all some lenses inside actually move and thus magnify the image, and then the image gets 2 times cropped down, and this is essentially what gives its overall 10 times zoom. But now, here are some settings that I also had to use in order to actually take a decent picture of the moon. First of all, I used the lowest shutter speed, although in your case your camera may actually have even lower shutter speeds than this camera, therefore you may not really need the lowest, but I, for my case, did use the lowest shutter speed. Also, I set the ISO to lowest simply because I didn't want noise in my final picture, so I did that too. And a way that I control the brightness to not be too dark but also to not be too bright, I simply did this with the manual shutter. That is a mechanical part of the camera, and thus I did not really impact the image that much. Really interesting. All of these are all the settings I really used. Oh, and also I didn't really use a tripod. I just did it freehand. So there would be that. So let's actually wait for the moon to get out and let's take some pictures, shall we? Okay, so the moon is going to slowly creep out, and well, I'm going to be outside. It's not outside yet, but it will soon be, and I'll be outside to capture it. So let's see how that goes, and I'm going to switch to my desk setup. Okay, unfortunately I do not have a good webcam for my laptop, and therefore I will use my phone to record on screen some of the things, and then I'm going to blend in the actual image. So this is the image captured by my camera. Let me make it a little bit bigger so we can see some of the details. Just like that. And there we have our moon. Now, what I really like about this image is that we can see all of these, kind of like the face, or as some say, or the bunny. And here we actually have a leaf. I've already shown you the area where I have done the this in paint, and yeah, we can see some of the details of the moon, just like that. Again, remember, this is without any lens. I have not used a lens. This is just how it came out of the camera. I'm really impressed. I'm going to be honest, I didn't think it's going to turn out like this, but it did, and I'm really happy. Well, I would declare this is a pretty interesting image just done by that, and for me it does show that although 5 megapixel, a very good 5 megapixel camera. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you thought this is a cool video, leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you also thought it's a little challenge to just see and push the limits of a old camera. It may be old, but not useless, and definitely not garbage. Really, really good. So, I'm Photonic Luminescence. Hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.